It makes me want to have a bowl. It makes me want to have a bowl. And then we drive on from there, guys, and the last headline I have for you today is it's a study. This is coming out of a study. So this is from a conclusion in the study where the youth cannabis exposure has been shown to not be associated with residual cognitive defects in a study that was published in Cognitive Development, the scientific journal. So the title of the study is Residual Effects of Cannabis Use on Neuropsychological Functioning. So have a look at it if you want, if you're at all interested in these studies. But this is a study that says that adolescents with moderate exposure to cannabis show no decline in neurocognitive skill compared to controls. And that's according to longitudinal data that was published in the Journal of Cognitive Development. And again, if you don't know what longitudinal data is, it's a data that is collected from the same person over time, where they ask the person the same question. So they might have follow up with the person after a year, after 5 years, after 10 years, after 20 years, depending on how long the study is going to be done for. But it says that this type of data can be very important in tracking trends and changes over time by asking the same respondents questions in several waves carried out over time. And this study was carried out by an international team of investigators which came from Canada, France, Germany, Ireland and the United States, that examined the relationship between adolescent cannabis use at age 14 and cognitive performance at age 19. So the 5-year window there that they were looking, researchers reported that those subjects with light to moderate cannabis use after age 15 demonstrated little difference in neurocognitive performance compared to the non-users. And the authors determined that our data suggests that the decision making is not impaired when cannabis is used in moderation, and onset of use occurs after the age of 15. After controlling for confounders, we found no evidence of cannabis on the remaining neurocognitive variables such as attention, working memory, short-term memory, and risk-taking. They concluded, in summary, our data suggests that decision-making is not impaired when cannabis is used in moderation, and onset of use occurs after the age of 15. In addition, we find no evidence to support the presumption that cannabis consumption leads to a decline in neurocognitive ability. So there you go, like, just blowing the age-old myth out of the water that, you know, if you're going to smoke cannabis, you're going to have a reduction in your IQ and all of this. Like, you know, it's going to make you stupid, it's going to make you lazy. As Sha Richardson has disproved, it certainly doesn't make you slow, as she's probably one of the fastest women around the place at the moment. She's certainly faster than me anyway. And the same with your man, is it Philip Phelps? Fred Phelps, is it? What's his name again, your man, the swimmer guy? Fred Phelps. No, Fred Phelps is the Westboro Baptist Church. So it's Philip Phelps, isn't it? Shit, what's his name? Michael Phelps. Genie Mackers, man. Michael Fred Phelps. Ah, yeah, he actually has a Fred in there. Michael Fred Phelps. But yeah, he's the fastest man in water, and also another talker as well. So like the studies are proving time and time again that a lot of the myths that a lot of the propaganda that's been spun. Yeah, I see all of the comments coming in there. Michael Phelps. Nice one, guys. But a lot of the propaganda, a lot of the myths, and it's just all lies. It's just all lies. You go right back to the study that they done all those years ago with the monkeys, and it was repeated for decades afterwards that cannabis it kills brain cells. You know, cannabis smoking. But what we found out afterwards is actually the study was not following the method that was approved for it, where they would give monkeys a full strength Colombian cannabis, I think it was. They didn't even use the Mississippi shit. Like, they didn't even use the stuff that they use for all of the research since then. They used the good stuff for that one. And they were supposed to give the monkey like a couple of hits a day, you know, over the duration of the day. But instead, what they did is they strapped the mask on the monkey and they just pressed the button and non-stop smoke for like over 5 minutes to the monkey. And basically what they proved is that asphyxiation kills brain cells because they cut off oxygen effectively. They just kept on pumping smoke at the monkey for 5 minutes non-stop for like 90 days. And after the 90 days, they killed the monkey, checked his brain, and they were like, oh yeah, we damaged brain cells by smoking cannabis. Do you know, like, this is what was done, like, you know. It was a Colombian, yeah, it was something like that. It was full strength fucking Colombian cannabis or something like that anyway. But maybe that was just the article that came out in the High Times and they were just kind of doing a bit of their own propaganda, who knows. But I was buying that anyway. Stephen Merrin says, I thought it was long confirmed that nicotine plays a part in reducing IQ and the lot, not cannabis. No, I don't think nicotine either reduces IQ either. Nicotine is actually a nootropic. So you could take nicotine in different forms, and it is a nootropic compound. It's good for the brain in certain regards. It stimulates activity. I think that's the word I'm looking for. But in terms of reducing IQ, no, I don't think it reduces IQ. But if somebody can send me some studies that said it does, then I'll look into it. Who else is out there? Emmanuel, can you organise a 420 in Balbriggan, where my grandfather was from? Biggest Garda station maybe. Reggae concert, busload from Belfast. Anybody out there in Balbriggan want to organise an old 420 protest for Emmanuel, and he'll get a busload of them down from Belfast. Big reggae concert, huh? Yeah, I would love that. I'm game. Make it happen, guys. It makes me want to have a bowl.